his way over.
Excellent. I was hoping to catch him before we headed up this mountain.
Where are the others?
Well, there were some Maasai warriors in town, and they just wanted to stay a little longer. I got to ride back with Joseph, because I was really anxious to hear what Mr. Kendall was going to say. Well, not anxious, really, as much as more eager.
Oh no, don't tell me he's rubbing off on you already.
Is everything packed and ready to go?
Yes, we just finished loading everything, including the food and Catherine's shoes. So, do you think they'll be able to make the climb?
Oh, they'll be fine for the most part. It's really just once the oxygen drops to a really low level, that's when it gets really hard. But actually, I'm kind of worried about myself. I haven't made this climb in a while.
Oh, you'll do great, I know it. By the way, I thought your devotions this morning were excellent. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Who would have thought that you could learn something from an ant?
Well, God did, of course.
You know, I've always been a hard worker, so I never really thought of myself as a sluggard. But when you were talking about our relationship with God, it really got me thinking. Maybe I am lazy sometimes.
We all need to think about the effort that we put into our spiritual life. If we're spiritual sluggards, we're not loving God the way He wants us to.
Yeah, I see that now. Oh, here he is.
Good morning, Camp Colabungo.
Good morning.
And also, it's Camp Kilimanjaro, not Cowabungo. Kilimanjaro.
Really? When'd you change it?
We didn't. It's always been Kilimanjaro.
Strange name, but I like it. You know, now that I think about it sounds kind of familiar, like I've heard it before.
Huh. Imagine that. Well, did you find anything?
Did I find anything? Yes, I have. I've been looking for it all my life. Well, not all my life, just since junior high. Let's see, where is it at?
What is it, a nickel?
It's not just any nickel, it's a magic squirting nickel. See that little hole right there? You fill that with water, then when you squeeze it, it squirts that water out, like this. Got water in my eye. I always do that. Not always. In 7th grade, I got my math teacher, Mrs. Peter John. Went right up her nose. She didn't like it, but we sure did.
Well, I actually meant, did you find anything about our footprint over there?
What footprint? Oh, right. What about it?
You were supposed to do some research for us, figure out what kind of creature could have made something like that?
Oh, yes. I have some, those must be what these pictures are for. They're on this fancy computer. Well, not on it, they're more like in it. Now, if I can figure out how to turn it on. There we go.
Are these pictures of possible suspects?
Ooh, sounds like a murder mystery when you put it that way. Alright, let's start.
That's a goldfish.
More precisely known as Crasius aretus aretus.
You don't think, goldfish made that footprint, do you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. You really had me worried.
No, as soon as I found out he's been in his bowl all week, I eliminated him. Well, not eliminated. I crossed him off my list. Next.
An ostrich? I mean, it's big, but are you serious?
Besides, it only has 3 toes and our footprint has 6.
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point. Well, there goes another one. Next.
Oh, an orangutan. At least now we're getting somewhere.
Well, actually, that's not an orangutan. That's my boss.
What?
Well, that's not actually my boss. That's just a picture of him. That was at our annual costume party last year. He sure fooled a lot of people. I guess he got you guys too.
Oh, well, thanks for coming by.
But I have more.
We've seen enough. We don't want to take any more of your valuable time.
Well, that's so kind. You know, it's been pretty busy at the office lately. Well, not lately, more like early. I had to clock in at 6 a.m. this morning. Can you believe that? Well, is there anything else I can help you guys with?
No, that's quite enough.
Well, as the boss always says, that's what we're here to do. Have a nice day.
I wonder how we got the park ranger job.
I think I made a wrong turn somewhere.
Yeah, you want to go this way.
Thanks. Have a nice day.
really hoped that he was going to be able to shed some light on our footprint mystery.
Me too, but I guess that was too much to expect. I've got to get back to work.
Can you believe this Mr. Kendall guy? Thought this thing was made by an ostrich? Might as well have been a three-toed sloth or something. This is just ridiculous. Oh, Mr. Kendall.
Those Maasai warriors were so cool.
Yeah, I got a lot of good footage on that jump dance. Did you see how high those guys jumped?
Yeah.
If they was on a basketball team, it would be awesome.
For sure.
It makes me drool.
Oh,
They sure took a liking to you, Catherine.
well, what's not to like? Perfect smile, sparkling eyes, charming personality.
Well, we need to get this interview in before we leave. And can you guys find Miss Terry for me, or Mr. Harper? We'll do this
Oh,
interview. with
here's
them.
Terry.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're with us right now. We would like to get an interview. We would like to interview you about the Bigfoot.
Oh, I don't think Mr. Harper would like that very much. We're trying to avoid any bad publicity right now. 3 reservation groups have already canceled.
We can kind of understand that, but can we make a deal? Let's do the interview, and then I promise you, we will not use any of it until we have Mr. Harper's blessings. Would that work for you?
All right, but do I look okay? Well, I guess it'll do.
You look fine. Don't listen to Catherine.
I'm getting really nervous.
Oh man, I remember the first time I was on TV. I did my first local weather report for Davison, and I got so nervous I threw up all over myself and the camera. There were strings of them, clumps going everywhere, and one clump even landed on Davison.
Ew, disgusting.
Yeah, and then the next day, I did it again!
Storm,
Only this
you're
time I
not-
added the Flint
you're not
River, and there was
helping.
all that color and everything.
You're not helping the situation. Go take a nap or something.
Okay, fine. I know what I wanted.
Oh, okay, now I'm really nervous.
Oh, don't worry. I'm an Emmy award-winning news professional, and interviews are one of my many specialties. Just follow my lead, it'll be easy for you.
I don't know.
Oh, listen, it'll be okay. It's not live TV. This is going to be a recorded interview, and we'll go back and we will edit out anything that turned out badly. We'll put it all. It'll all be good. It'll be great.
All right.
Great. Okay. Let's now, Catherine, if you would just come over this way. Oh, perfect. And come right over here, Terry. Oh, that'd be great. All right. Well, kind of be friendly. And Catherine, here's your microphone. Come on my cue now. 3.
Hello, everyone. This is Catherine Kent for Channel 9 News. Here at Mount Kilimanjaro, at Camp Kilimanjaro, at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm here with Terry Underwood, who's on staff here at the camp. Could you tell us about what's been going on lately?
Yes, I'd be glad to, Catherine. But brace yourselves, because what you're about to hear will definitely astound you and may even terrify you. It was a stormy night here at Mount Kilimanjaro, and our guests were having trouble sleeping, but not because of the wind and the rain. No, it was because of the persistent, eerie howling sound that penetrated the darkness like a knife and cut through the darkness like a knife and sent chills up everyone's spines. And although we were told it was just a monkey, we knew somewhere in the deep recesses of our minds that it had to be something much larger and more terrifying. And then we found it. The biggest footprint ever seen by mortal man. It was everything we could do just to look at it. So, what was it that ventured into our camp on that dark and stormy night? Was it a Bigfoot? We may never know, but we can only imagine what the giant creature must have looked like.
Oh, well, I'd say that just about covers it. Thank you, Terry, for that very disturbing account. Well, this has been Catherine Kent for Channel 9 News. Now back to you.
Cut!